Good morning, grade 2 children. How are you all? How are you feeling today? Better? Fine? That's great. Now, this is your day 4 of week 4. Correct, week 4. Now, this is the last day of this week because tomorrow, that is Friday, you'll be having all the reinforcements that we have done in throughout this week, and in the form of a class test. I'll be taking your test for that, right? Very good. So today also what we are going to do is we are going to learn something related to grammar. And that is very, very, very important for you all. Yes, and that is about punctuation marks. Okay, we are doing punctuation mark right side by side in all the units. Okay, we have started this from the punctuation for marks from unit 1, and we are gradually we are studying them every week with all the other units, right? So today the punctuation mark which I'm going to tell you is I will show you in a minute. Now, what is this written? I have written. It's a full stop. Now, when do you put a full stop? You put a full stop at the end of a sentence. Correct. You put a full stop at the end of the sentence. And what is this? It's a question mark. Okay. Now, when do you put a question mark? When you are asking something, when it is an asking sentence, right? Then you put a question mark, right? And what are all these letters? These are different alphabets, right? They are the alphabets, but what type of alphabets are they? They are capital letters. They are all the capital letters. So why have I shown you these capital letters? Is there any reason behind this? Because I'm telling you about the punctuation marks, right? So in punctuation, like whenever you start any sentence, how do you start it? You start with a capital letter. You always start a sentence with any of these capital letters. Okay, always remember the sentence is always started with a capital letter. And how does it end? It ends with a excuse me, it ends with a full stop. Okay, a sentence ends with a full stop. Why? Because sentences are those which are telling you excuse me, they are telling you something. Okay, a sentence tells you something about it could be about anything, but it tells you something. So whenever it is a sentence, you end it with a full stop. But excuse me, but when you are asking something, so asking sentence is called a question. Okay, so you will put a question mark. All right, so asking sentence, when you are asking something, you will put a question mark, but when you are telling something, you will put a full stop. Okay, so always remember that telling sentence is a sentence, and there at the end of that sentence you will put a full stop. But when you are asking something, that means that it's an asking sentence, so there you are going to put a question mark. Do you understand? All right, okay, all right. So so I want you now, if you look at your book on page number 18 and 19. This is your poem, unit 3. I wouldn't, right? We were doing the poem, right? So I want you to tell me something about the poem in a sentence. It should be a telling sentence, okay? Come on, tell me one sentence which is a telling sentence about this poem. I wouldn't. Yes. Yes, sir. Very good. This is a poem about a cat and mice. Very good. This is a poem about a cat and mice. Right. So this is telling, this sentence is telling you something. So what are you going to put at the end of the sentence? You will put a full stop. Very good. And how are you going to start? You are going to start the sentence with a capital letter. Correct. You are going to start it with a capital letter. All right. Now, another one. You are going to ask a question about this poem. It should be a question. It should be an asking sentence about this poem. How are you going to ask? Come on. Very simple. Yes. What is this poem about? Very good. What is this poem about? Right? So at the end, you will put a question mark. But how will you start? You will start with a capital letter. Correct. I'm so happy for you all. That's very, very good, right? Okay. Now, I'll be showing you a picture and I want you to tell me something about that picture. Okay? So ready? All right. There you go. Tell me something about picture. Can you all see this picture? Right? What is this picture about actually? It is about all the animals. But when we look at the picture, what type of animals are these? See, I'm asking you something. So I'm asking, this is a asking sentence. I'm asking questions. That means it's an asking sentence. So I'll put a question mark. But you will tell me something about this picture. So that would be a sentence, right? Yes, this picture is about pet animals. Wow, that's great. Good job. Okay, and all right. How many pet animals are there? 8, right? There are 8 animals, right? So you will say that there are 8 animals in this picture, correct? And what was the picture about? It was about pet animals, right? So I'll be writing your responses. First, I'm going to write about a telling sentence. That is a sentence, right? Okay. The sentence is this is a this is a picture about pet animals. Right? So what I'm going to put? See, I have started the sentence with capital letter and I have ended it with a full stop. So then how many animals were there? There are 8 pet animals in the picture, right? So these are two sentences because they are telling you something. So I have started the sentence with a capital letter and I have ended the sentence with a full stop. Now comes about the asking sentence. What questions can you ask about that picture? You can say the first one, what is the picture about? What is the picture about? You are asking something. So that means you have put a question mark and you have started the sentence with what? With a capital letter. Correct. Very nice. All right. Another question. Like, how many animals are there in the picture? Right? How many animals are there in the picture? You said that there are 8 animals. So basically, these are the questions and answers to the questions which I have asked you. Like the first question you have told me the sentence that this is a picture about pet animals. And the first question which I have asked, that what is the picture about? And the answer would be, this is a picture about pet animals. Is it clear? Then the next question, how many animals are there in the picture? Answer would be there are 8 animals in the picture. So you understood my point, right? So this was the telling sentences and the asking sentences. The telling sentences are simple sentences, right? And asking sentences are when you are asking questions about anything. It could be anything, like when I ask you questions, right? When I'm teaching you something, I keep on asking questions, right? So those are all questions. And when I'm going to write the question, I will start it with the capital letter and end it with a full stop. And same goes for sentences. When you are starting to write any sentence, you start a sentence with a capital letter and end it with a full stop. So these two, three things are very, very important in writing. Okay. Always start a sentence first with capital letters. Okay. Then if it is a telling sentence, then put a full stop at the end. But if it is a asking sentence, then you are going to put a question mark. I hope this is very, very clear to you all. Yes? Now, the task of today is that you are going to write down one sentence, two sentences of the poem, which would be an telling sentence, and two questions about the poem would be the asking sentences about the poem. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this task, and your task time starts now. Time is up. Come on. Now, what are the asking sentences that you have written about the poem? All right, come on. Let's start from Saad. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Where the first question that you have said, Saad, is where is the cat sitting? Wow, that's great. Where is the cat sitting? So now this was the asking sentence. And what is a sentence? That means the answer to this question. The cat is sitting at the on the floor of the hall door. Very good. Okay, the cat is sitting on the floor. Wow, great job. Okay, Sarah, can you tell me another sentence? Where is the where is the small door? Where is the small door? Very good. And what is the answer? The near the hall wall. Very good. The small door is near the hall wall. So you are going to write the sentence, write it in a complete sentence. The small door is near the hall wall. Okay. And then at the end, what you are going to put? You are going to put a full stop. Okay. And how will you start? You will start a sentence with a capital letter. Wow, that's so nice. I'm so happy for all of you children. All are very good children. So I hope this is very, very clear to you all, although there is not much, but punctuation is very, very important. You see, when you are writing anything, especially in language, grammar plays a very important part. If your grammar is not correct, then you won't be getting marks in that writing. Whether your text is very good, you have written very nicely, your writing is very good, but your grammar is not correct, then you won't be getting marks. So please, please, this is your basic things that I am telling you. Please understand it very, very carefully and pay attention to whatever I am telling you. Okay? So in writing, that punctuation plays a major role. Okay? Always remember that you start a sentence with a capital letter, you end it with a full stop. But if it is an asking sentence, that means it's a question. So you are going to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Very good class. Now, I hope you are going to do your homework yourself. You will not need any help from anyone. All right. Do it yourself. It's very, very easy. I'm going to give you workbook page, which is all related to punctuation, that is capital letter, full stop, and question marks. Okay. And do watch the Edward videos, right? And like them. Okay, children? Okay, so see you next week. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.